Hello, everybody. My name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Spin Fishing series. Today, back here at Old Burg, I did buy a different sinker, so I bought a drop sinker number 4. It's 18 grams versus the 21 gram one we had before, and I'm trying to see if I can't have a little bit more luck with three-way jigging using that. I did take a look at the cafe before we got started. There is a large perch order. They got to be over like 970 grams, so that'll be difficult. There's also a chub order out there as well too, so we'll see what we get. First fish of the day is a perch, actually a pretty good sized perch too. Before I got started, I had heard the bottom rods there do a little bit of a jingling, so that's why I turned around to look at them to see if there was something on them. Same setup over there as yesterday. One of them's got wet bread, one of them's got worms. Another fish on, probably another perch by the looks of it. Pulled that one in upside down. Spin, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go, 3 spins. And fish. I still think maybe I went down a little bit. I didn't go down on a whole lot in size. Also tried a different shape. Still think maybe I've got too heavy of a sinker on there and I'm just not getting it above the water, or above the, not above the water, above the ground. Tiny crucian there. There might be something on 3 too, with how slack that line is. There is. Small rough, which is interesting because that's a size 4 hook. Usually rougher on size 24 hooks, the smallest. One, two, three. 1, 2. Decent fish here. Biggest one we've got, or at least strongest one we got of the day. Sounds like we got something on the bottom rod too. First pike of the day too. 846 gram pike. Decent crucian here. 726 gram. I still need to drop one of the Lacertes off for repairs. We'll see. I may go back to winding tomorrow and have some fun there. And winding has cheaper repairs, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. Another decent fish here. Was talking in the middle of my pause, didn't see the initial bite. Can't tell exactly what this is. I think it's a perch. Doesn't seem to be jerking around as much as a pike would be. It is a big perch. 717 grams. Another bite. Another probable perch. At least that's what it feels like to me. Looks like a perch. Oh, come on, game. Fish got away when I picked it up out of the water. Am I using a crap hook? No, I'm using a really good hook. Usually the lower quality hooks, the more likely that'll happen. Now that looked like a small rough on a big hook. So I'm not entirely surprised that happened. Good old Black Friday messages on my phone. So if you're watching this in the future, it is November 25th, Friday morning for me. And at least in the US, that's considered Black Friday, which is basically the day that most companies cover their expenses for the year. A lot of times has some pretty good sales out there. Used to be a bigger thing than it is now. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, people would stay up all night. I think some folks still do for to be the first one in the door to buy a cheap TV or something like that. But now with online shopping, a lot of that's gone away. But there's still some of that obviously going on. Nice Chinese sleeper there. It's now become a more advertised thing than it was in the past as well too. So probably gotten twice as many emails as I usually do and 4 times as many pushes to my cell phone. Every app sends you a message, that type of thing. Hello. This is a pike. Probably. With the way it's kind of darting around, more than likely this will be a pike. Yep. It's a pretty good pike too. 2.626. Nice pike. Right around the size I'm hoping for with the equipment we have. Small perch. Take another perch here. Another perch. Nope. Thought there was something on here, but there's not. Don't know what I got in down there. Do a cast this way, see if we catch anything. I don't usually do this, so worth a try. I'm getting jig step, which is good. Three, two, three. One, two, fish. Doesn't feel like anything super major, but it's a fish. It is a perch. Definitely got a bite over there on 2 and probably a perch here. So we'll reel this perch in real quick. Nope, whatever's on this got off while I was holding shift, so I'm just going to set that rod down. We'll pull this thing in. Black carp. Nice little fish, qualified for feeder. 30 types and 75 fish types. Not bad. Not going to be worth a whole lot, but didn't miss that bite with how strong it was. Still, it might be a pike. No, it's a perch. Looked a little bit longer than a perch usually is. It's a good sized perch though. 697 gram perch. Come back this way, fish. Uh-oh. There we go. Decent crucian. 1.347. Nice. The if you didn't realize what that was it was stuck under the bridge. And I didn't want to lift it up underneath the bridge. And I had gotten to where I had it all the way reeled in. Another perch on. And overall, we're getting a good number of fish. Not a lot of expensive fish, but a pretty good rate of markers. And it's something different, so I'm enjoying it. Of course, as I say, a pretty good rate of markers, I get a non-marker. Hope everyone in the United States had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. Got home safe if you traveled anywhere. Went down and saw my mom, had a good time. Dog had fun too down there, so it's a good day. Pull this fish. We got a fish on both lines here. Small crucian, not really worth much. Decent sleeper here. That might not have made it in the water. That might have ended up on land. I didn't hear the plink I usually do. There it is. It was not in the water. It is now. So I was just trying to jig step on land. No wonder it didn't work. Good sleeper. Didn't look to see if there were a sleeper order in the cafe. Wasn't something I was expecting to catch a lot of. Another good pike. Wouldn't mind going back to winding and try and get some Xander tomorrow. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I do need to drop one of the Lacertes off to get repaired, and winding has the cheapest repairs. So I think I'm going to do that. Nice 2.7 kilo pike there. Got a fish before I could even pause. Probably a perch, but fish. I can't complain about the bite rate today. I mean, we got 24 fish in the net, about to be 25, and we're about to cross the 25-minute mark. So a fish a minute, and a good number of them have been markers. It was a smaller chub than I wanted, or than would work for the order that's out there, but I'll take it. Another perch or small chub. One thing to kind of keep in mind, the way I look at it, is pretty much every fish I've caught on those bottom rods so far today has been a free fish as far as bait goes. I'm using the wet bread that we got when we started, and then worms, which we're digging and using some tea for, which is basically nothing. So I'm not really spending any money on bait on those fish. That's part of why I don't necessarily care too much if I get a fish on there, since I'm not spending money to buy the bait. I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm not spending money to buy stuff to to make the bait either, really. And yes, I've got the shovel. Yes, I spent a little bit of money on tea, but I'm honestly probably going to be drinking about that much tea anyway to keep my energy up. I haven't even dug for worms today. I just realized as I'm talking. But with this account being focused more on spinning than bottom or float fishing, I don't necessarily need to work on bait harvesting as much. You want to check how worn out this lure is getting here in a few. Probably 2 more casts. We're getting close to nighttime as well too, so the pike are about to go to bed. Another perch, probably. Yeah, it's 32% worn. This might be a small pike. Yep, small pike. Actually bigger than I thought it would be. I didn't expect it to be a kilo and a marker. 31 minutes in, 28 fish in the net. Not bad. Still not getting jig step as much as I would like. Just had an itch on my arm there. Good fish. Probably a pike since it's darting around. And also attacked pretty strong. If you think about it, pike are a predatory fish. They're going to attack other fish. So when they bite, they're going to hit hard as they kind of swim into it to try and get a surprise attack on the fish. No, it's a big perch. That was not what I expected at all. Small crucian. Not even worth pulling out almost. Wish I could have used it as a bait fish. That's how small that was. No, haven't worn too much more than I thought. Last time we looked, it was 33.4. Now it's 33.9 on the wear. Got a small fish on here. Got something on the bottom rods. Press the wrong button to pull this rod out. Nice crucian here. Very good crucian. 784 gram. It was weird catching common carp here yesterday, like we were. Small sleeper. Nice perch there, 1.6 kilo from Rad1 KK. I don't think this is going to be an extremely good silver day, which I'm okay with. It's been a reasonable. It's been a reasonable experience day. Hate this. I hate getting snagged like that. If you can't tell. Watch this be something that you could reach out and grab in real life and unsnag yourself. I've literally gotten snagged out of the water before. So we'll see. We'll see what I do here. I may log out and go try a different spot. Although it's getting closer to nighttime, so I may just go over to winding now. I'm snagged on that piece of wood there. Yeah, a little bit out in the water. Yep. We're snagged. Not going to get that one free. Unfortunately. Obviously, in real life, we'd cut the line, that type of thing. Here, you can kind of cheese it, and I'm going to just to keep our silver where it is, where you can log out and come back in and you'll be freed. So I'm going to pause real quick while I log out and come back in. We'll see what we made here and then probably go over to winding. So be right back. And we're back logged in here. So let's see if we got anything for the cafe. 284-gram sleepers for 7. I want to look at those to see if that's worth it. Didn't get 2 bigger chubs. Didn't get a 1.6 kilo perch. No roach, no bream, no bleak. Only 1 perch there, so nothing for the cafe, which is, well, maybe something for the cafe. So if I look at our 2 smallest sleepers, they're 539. And over here it was 7, right? Yep. So we will sell our 2 smallest sleepers here. Oh, let's do the overall silver totals for about a half an hour. About 40 minutes was 50 silver. Not horrible. Actually a little better than I expected. So we'll sell these 2 sleepers for 774. We'll sell the rest of this for 45, so that's 52, 53 silver. Not a bad day so far. Let's take a look at what Xander had been biting on to see if I need to buy something different. Looks like it's been mainly the Hijacker Slam over at Ladoga. It's actually a decent lure, so let's see if it's available here. I don't know if I'm going to buy it if it's here or not. We'll see. I think that's a wobbler. Funky Minnow, Hijacker Slim, 7-006-34. That's worth it. All right, let's go ahead and go back to winding. Let's see what we can fish up in the night. So first thing I want to do before I forget is this is our worn out the 30, right? 13% on the friction brake, 10% on the mechanism. And the other one is at, yeah. It's probably a little early, but I'm going to go ahead and repair that. And we'll go ahead and replace both the friction brake and the mechanism. It'll take a day and 5 hours for 19 silver. That's worth it. All right, let's go ahead and switch back to a lure rig. Let's go with that new hijacker slim. So it will go down to 3 meters. Is that going to be a mistake here? Yes. What have Xander been biting on here? Mainly on jigging. So we're going to go back to jigging. Let's go back to the 3-way. I still want to figure out what I'm doing wrong there. And I may not be doing anything wrong. That may be the wrong terminology to use there, but I still think, well, I want to get here before midnight. Yeah, free food. I still think I've got too big of a sinker. What's the smaller? I don't. 1 gram's going to be too small. Let's try a 10 gram and just see if anything's different. So we'll put that away. We'll go for a run. And see if we can't catch some Xanders. I'm going to pause real quick while we run down there. I'm going to run south of the campsite. Or I always think it's south. It's actually north of the. And we're back here over at the campsite. So let's see what we can do. Thought I didn't get that completely off the backboard. So still not getting big step as much as I would like. Now my bait's also in the current as well too. I forgot about that when I cast upstream. Had to pull it off the bank into the shore again, or into the water again. At least I'm getting jig step here. When I say that, well, it just went away, of course, as I went to mentioning. If you look above the tension bar, just pop back up there for a second. Basically where my left arm is. It'll say jig step, and that gives you a bonus to fish attraction. Usually you get that by doing about a spin or two and waiting a second or two. So you pop the lure up off the bottom and then you let it fall back down. Let's go over here and cast like this so that I'm downstream. Got jig step. And it's gone. Now we got something. Could be a zander, could be a chub, could be an asp, could be a burbot, could be a perch. Burbot. 2.2 kilo burbot. Not a bad fish. 1,000 experience points. Burbot are definitely a nighttime predatory fish. I get a lot of them on fish pieces with bottom fishing as well, which we definitely don't have the ability to make on this account yet. I think that requires 50 or 60% bait harvesting. Does that require pea porridge, bloodworms, harvesting fish meat needs 50%. And it's weird because you take a approximately 1 kilo fish and get 1 piece of fish out of it, which you would get a lot more than that if you're cutting up a fish in real life. And you can somehow fail to get a 30-gram piece of fish out of a 1 kilo fish. I guess you just cut your thumb off or something. Just like you can fail to brew tea successfully. So tomorrow we'll probably be back here at Winding. I don't know if we'll go back to doing lure spinning for chub and asp, or if we try and get Xander again. I honestly need to look into Xander if they're a daytime or nighttime fish. I just knew coming down here would be different, and I wanted to go ahead and get that reel repairing. And Winding has an 85% modifier to repairs, so I'll take it, save some money here. We got a few more minutes. I'll do one more cast. It's got a text message from my mom. My sister coming in town. I was right. My sister's bringing her dog into town, so will be interesting. My dog gets a little excited around people and dogs, and he's only met my sister once, so he was a little woofy with my mom too. So I don't know. We'll play things by ear there. May just run down for a few minutes. Kind of weird to drive a half an hour to spend 5-10 minutes with people, but it's family. You got to do that sometimes. And my sister's driving 4 hours to come into town, so kind of makes sense. Are you another burbot? No, you're a catfish. Interesting. First one of those we've caught on this account. At least I think it's the first one. I don't know if it actually shows. Fish. Yeah, 800-gram catfish, the one we just caught. But there was something that actually showed the number of each type of fish he caught. No, it's what you caught with each lure. We caught 649 fish with the kilos, almost 500 with the spikers. I need to look and see if the black spiker is back. We're getting close enough to Volkov, though, where we'll unlock being able to buy it for sure. Basically, Volkov is the price kind of neutral place It's 100% for a modifier, but it tends to have basically everything. Whereas winding may be a 85 or 95% modifier to the price of stuff at the tackle shop, but they don't always have everything. Or he's like 150, so everything's 50% more. And the repair shop, I think, is at 200%. So every repair there costs twice as much from a silver perspective. So let's go ahead and go sell those 2 fish. Like I said, we'll be here tomorrow for sure to let the reel repair. We still have a little bit less than 24 hours on it. So not entirely sure what I'm going to do here, whether I'm going to do some more jigging for Xander or burbits and things like that, or if I'm going to go back to spin fishing for asp and chubs. We've got a fair share of those here in the past as well too, but might play into what's on the cafe as well. If there's a good order, I may have to make a decision. Honestly, as you saw, I didn't even look when we got here. I just ran out and went fishing. Nice. A couple of pretty red worms. I'll take a look at the cafe. Probably should have done the rough order, but too late now. The pike order, that could be interesting to try for too. But not a whole lot of anything that we caught. So probably another 5 silver. 7 silver for the burbot. Not horrible. So pretty much where we started the day after buying what we bought and repairing the reel. So I think overall a decent day there. I do want to look and see if the dark black spiker is back in stock here. It is not. So either way, we'll go and wrap it up there. I hope y'all have a good day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Hope y'all have good tight lines between now and then. Have a good one. Bye-bye now.